Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're doing a friendship reading on the friendship between Jessi, the singer, rapper, solo artist, and Hwasa from Mamamoo. And we're gonna start the reading a little different this time. I'm gonna pull out a goddess energy between the two. Since we're doing a reading that is basically feminine energies, I thought it would be fun to just kind of throw one of these out here before I did the past, present, future spread that I do with every single friendship reading that I do on this channel. So we're just gonna pull like an energy card to see what energies are standing out the most between Jessi and Hwasa right now. What goddess energies is at play between them, just most significant in their friendship? Okay, well, that flew out right away. Okay, so we have two. We have miracles and compassion. I feel like miracles definitely goes to both of these women having a very clear kind of goal for their future, a really solid artistic vision for themselves, and then compassion. So I think as far as looking towards each other, they're both very strong personalities, but I think at least right now I'm seeing nothing but like admiration between each other. Like it's almost like they both respect each other as like pillars of the community. They both really look upon each other as the top of their field, right? Okay, so I'll go ahead. That was my Goddess Power Oracle, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a past, present, future spread for the women, and we'll get a sense of their friendship. I know that there's a couple questions directly about collaboration and what's the other? Yeah, and a future collab, so we'll see. Go ahead and shuffle these. This deck I'm using now is my Moonchild Tarot. And again, I want to thank the donor who requested this reading on the Ko-fi page. If you would also like to have a reading done for your favorite K-pop and idol celebrities, feel free to make a $5 donation and you can pick the topic. I'll do anything except anything with the exception of a love reading. I do not do love readings on this channel, but I'm happy to recommend you to someone else who does if you're into that kind of stuff. Otherwise, personality, friendship readings, career predictions, you know, current energies, you know, if they're going through a scandal or legal issues, I'm happy to look into those kind of things too. Okay, woo. Let's do our past, present, future here. Past, present, and future. Okay. So we have, in the past, we have the Chariot in reverse, which means, it's like almost like there was a blockage between them. I don't know if it was just kind of lack of opportunity or cultural differences or anything like that, but it just seemed like they did have something that was kind of like stopping them from interacting too much in the past. Like I said, I know Jessi has actually been active in Korea for a long time, but I just feel like she kind of goes back and forth. She's not like always like I want to say station, that's not the word, but like she doesn't always live there, and like I think she goes back and forth. So it could be something like that, like if one of them wasn't actually like physically there to interact. So it's like that. It's like there's a blockage in the past. Currently, Knight of Swords, as I saw a lot of good ideas coming between the two. And communication. So I do think they talk. I do think that they're cool. They talk. They exchange ideas. I don't know if they act on it because I'm not seeing a Wands card, but I do see them talking about it. So if right now, which we'll get further into the tarot reading to find out more, but it seems like right now they just like discussing and making plans and sharing ideas and that kind of thing. Death in the future tells me there's like a big transition. There'll be something big that happens to where I won't say they won't have a friendship, but it will change it. It will be very different. I've done a few readings with Hwasa, and it does feel like she's gonna have some issues in the future. I don't know if this will directly affect the friendship with Jessi. It may just be because of things either one is going through. Their friendship just takes on a completely different dynamic and different avenue of communication. So that's a pretty big card. It means just like they're both going to have a lot of big life changes and a big their direction of their lives will change. And, you know, sometimes it runs together, sometimes it goes opposite, comes back together. Just seems like it'll be a lot of ups and downs for both of them. But we'll go ahead and get more into that, and we'll go ahead and do the first reading will be Hwasa towards Jessi, and then the next one will be Jessi towards Hwasa. I have some oracles next to me, so we'll definitely pull some for that too. Let's see, Hwasa. How does Hwasa feel about Jessi? I will say it feels like there's a lot Hwasa does not understand about Jessi. Yeah, I think there's just something that holds Hwasa back from connecting to Jessi on like a deeper level. Again, like I said, there's respect and there's like compassion, because I think they both understand exactly the struggles of being a woman in the same field of work and being, you know, at the top of your game. Page of Cups though tells me there's like communication problems. Ace of Swords tells me they do talk, but to fully like kind of come to an understanding of the other person is where they struggle, which is why I was saying I don't think I see Wands, because they haven't quite gotten there yet. We have two aces though, or I'm sorry, that's not an ace, so never mind. We have the Ace of Swords, so again, there is communication. There's lots of opportunities for communication. It's one of those, like, I think they want to be friends, but they just haven't found that deeper understanding of the other person yet. Because the Hanged Man in reverse tells me, yeah, that they just kind of see things from two different perspectives. And the Two of Pentacles also is about there's some kind of imbalance there. There's just something that, again, I feel like Hwasa gets thrown off a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Hwasa wants to also be in control of a project, and she may feel like Jessi has a bigger personality and may steer the ship, right? Be more prone to steering the ship, because the Magician in reverse too feels like you're kind of not in control of the situation. So their friendship may be a lot of like Jessi kind of doing a lot of the talking, doing a lot of the decision making. Hwasa may feel like she's kind of along for the ride, and I feel like Hwasa is like, that's not how I want to work. Even though it may be okay for a friendship, but for professional, like, working aspects, it may throw her off a little bit. Again, she may not be completely comfortable and like it very much. Because actually we have the 2 10s here. We have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So it feels like a burden to her. Again, I feel like maybe we'd either feel like there's not a lot of understanding between the two, and it would be like a burden. I think Hwasa doesn't want to. She doesn't want to make anyone else uncomfortable either. So Page of Pentacles, though, again, like the Ace, is about potential. So I think she definitely understands that there is potential for them to do really, really well if they were to collab. And the universe means, like, I think there's, again, I feel like it really mirrors the potential here. And I also feel like she feels like people want that. People want them to collab. I think she knows people want it. And that maybe it's something they know they have to, I don't say they have to work towards, but they would like to work towards. But the High Priestess in reverse also just tells me, just like this 10 of Cups, that there's some kind of deep level of understanding that's not clicking for them. So it's like, I think Hwasa doesn't want to get pulled too far one way. And I just don't know if Jessi is doing a good job of listening to her, or Hwasa just is not knowing the right way to speak up about it. Again, alleged for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I feel like it's like they get along on the surface, but underneath it's not there. It's just not there for them. So let me go ahead and do some oracles here. Here we go. This is what I wanted. So this is my Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some cards here. Let's see if we can't get more, excuse me, on how Hwasa feels towards Jessi. I want to shuffle my cards, but I don't want them to fly everywhere. Okay, we'll take those two. Happy. By the book. Okay, the book was in reverse, so I guess I'll go ahead and keep that one in reverse. Pull one more. Place like home, poised. Okay, so again, happy. Yeah, again, I think this is about like the surface level. They they talk, they probably get along, they probably laugh, they have a really good time. Again, I think they like being around each other, talking to each other. But by the book in reverse tells me that there's a bit of a struggle with understanding, with following the structure. And that could be where a lot of the issues coming to, where it's like Jessi is very free to do what she wants, but Hwasa is very hung up by her company. There's a lot of issues with her company, kind of not, I feel like they take their sweet time getting around to things. So it's like Jessi would have to definitely go through like a lot of the proper channels to get Hwasa on a kind of collaboration. So it's like while they're friends and then they get along really well, there's a lot of stuff that is just really hard to get approved by the company. No place like home. Again, this kind of feels like Hwasa. Honestly, I feel like Hwasa is more comfortable kind of working out on her own right now. I don't know if that's just because she's got stuff already kind of working towards that or what, but it just definitely tells me Hwasa kind of wants to go and stay in like her realm that she's used to right now. Because Poise tells me maybe Hwasa does have something planned for herself. Like Poise is just really ready to take action. So it could be that Hwasa is kind of, if her and Jessi were to collab, it would take a long time to get that through. So in the meanwhile, she's got other things going on. She's got like personal projects going on. So again, I won't be surprised if we hear from Hwasa about a personal project coming soon. So let me go ahead and do Jessi now. Yeah, I think she run into the same thing. Like, a lot of this feels like she's waiting. She's waiting and almost not getting some of the answers. So Four of Swords is like at a pause. I don't know, it could be that just they're not as actively talking in the moment, but as far as like collaboration, it's definitely like things are not moving forward in that avenue right now. Especially like Two of Wands is usually about like planning things out, and in reverse is like those plans are not working out. Not necessarily canceled, but just being rethought, restructured, reimagined. Going back to the drawing board. Strength, a lot of times strength to me is patience. So it's about power of will. I mean, and then we also know Jessi has a very strong personality. So and kind of these three cards kind of maybe speak to that too. And maybe she knows that she comes off a little strong, and she's a little scared that it's kind of a lot for people to take. Also, Jessi herself could have a lot on her mind right now. It's like she's weighed down maybe by her own issues, her own projects at the moment. I feel like there's a little bit of both. She's not getting response necessarily from Hwasa about projects moving forward, or the idea is still just kind of very early stages drawing board, but she's also kind of got a lot that she's dealing with personally. Yeah, Five of Wands is like almost something she could be fighting for, but she's not, and it could be because she has a lot of her on her own plate. Like she could be pushing harder for this, but she's not. But Empress lets me know, like she's also creating something. She's definitely got things she's working on. It could be what this is, that she's also working on her own stuff. I don't feel like it's music though. I don't know if she's got more TV shows. It's almost something like that. It feels more like an appearance than music. But I feel like she has a full schedule. Yeah, I keep seeing like the waiting, not fighting for it. 8 is like almost walking away. And again, it could just be walking away from the first ideas that they were doing and kind of just saying, hey, well, this isn't working out right now. Let's just take some time off. Let's revisit it another time, because like 8 of Wands also is about things not happening kind of as quickly as you want them to. And 4 of Cups in reverse is definitely about like letting opportunities go by. It's not even just missing them, it's like intentionally just being like, I don't even care anymore. So I don't know if it's something like that. Like, I mean, she's waiting, but also like it's Jessi, so she's like, well, whatever. If they're not gonna get back to me, I'm gonna go do my own thing, and I got my own stuff I gotta worry about. I don't even care. Like, it's really that. Like, that is peak Jessi energy. So I'm gonna pull some oracle cards, but yeah, I guess Jessi's just like, she might already know how Hwasa's company is too, where she's just like, oh, whatever then. But I don't think it's necessarily towards Hwasa, because I don't see any bad feelings. In fact, like she's the only cup she has here, I think, is the full. Or no, she's got this one too. I don't see really any bad feelings, but I do see kind of like getting apathetic, getting a little tired, and like kind of giving up. At least right now. Like, strength kind of tells me that she hasn't completely given up, but on this particular instance that they were, the most recent instance they were looking to do something, or what she's kind of just not present for it. And also just, I think for their friendship, like, again, Jessi feels like she got a lot on her plate she's dealing with. Like, almost she feels like she's being pulled in different directions. Again, I feel like it's more production stuff. It's more hosting stuff than music. But yeah, Jessi just feels like she got a lot on her plate. So let's see, how is Jessi feeling toward Hwasa? All these upside down, they are all upside down, so let's go ahead and flip them. Yeah, it's out of her hands. Again, she's got no place like home as well, and toys. So yeah, they both got things. And message in a bottle. They've both got projects they are working on. But yeah, Jessi just feels like it's out of her hands. Like, there's nothing she can do about it. Like I said, that's really what the reversed Four of Cups energies was telling me to. Let's check this message in a bottle real quick. 15. Okay. Yeah, message in a bottle is like, things will kind of happen when the timing is better. Again, maybe because they're both kind of working on things, the timing just really isn't right. There's a lot of things kind of obstructing it, but like I said, Jessi's got things she's about to launch with as well. So her and Hwasa will get it together. When there's a better time for communication. And it could just be because they're both working on things, they just really can't communicate as well as they would like to. But message in a bottle is really hopeful. It's like eventually there's going to be good news. So it should eventually work out for them. I do think we'll eventually get some kind of collab or more special stages or something like that with them in the future. But it's just going to take a little while. I don't think it's going to be right away. I think they're both gonna have to do more solo stuff first. So that's what I have for Jessi and Hwasa. Thank you so much for the donation and the requests, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, Jessi's energy really kind of comes through where she's just like, yeah, whatever, I don't got time for this. I can almost like hear it in her voice in my head. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Again, if anybody else wants to make a donation to have their reading done, you can hit up the Ko-fi page in the description. Also, I do personal readings, and under my commissions page, you can see what kind of readings I offer. If you would like a private video just for yourself, an unlisted video, I don't share private readings. Obviously, you would be the only person with the link to your video if you order a private reading. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one real soon. Bye.